YouTubers. It's Monday, April 3rd. Oh my gosh. Wow. I always say wow, like you do this when you get older. Wow, time passes so swiftly. I am on my way to see a special friend, Judy. Hope I can put a picture up here. I don't think I've seen her in a couple of years. We used to try to see each other a couple times a year, and I would be a substitute for her. What is it called? What is that thing called? Bunko parties in January. But when COVID hit, I stopped doing those. I stopped doing a lot of visiting. I just, like you guys know, I'm a hermit unless I'm out on a vacation somewhere. So the only thing I accomplished was a happy birthday 2-minute video to Debbie. Well, that's something, and that helps me. So anyways, going to see Judy, back to Judy. I met Judy when I was doing, what was it called? Oh, I met Judy when I called to volunteer for the Unwed Mother's Home. I wanted to do something with them, and she was one of the people that got a hold of me. And she was just darling, and we talked, and we didn't realize we were neighbors. We lived like 5 blocks from each other. And so such a friendship started. She wanted me to do, if I was interested, to do the invitations and the programs for the gala. And that was when I was kind of sort of new to computers. So that was a task, but we did it every year, and I helped to decorate and for the big gala that we had yearly for a fundraiser. And I don't know how many years we did that, but that was a lot of work. But it was wonderful to meet such wonderful people. My time there was very special, and I met such special people. So that ended probably after I left my husband and left the area. But I stayed friends with Judy, and then from Gala, she got into Premier Jewelry, and she showed me all of it, and I said, let's do this. And I might just put some pictures in here. I was pretty successful for the first 4 years. I never had to call anybody and ask them to have a party. I didn't like sales, so that's why I never did well at that. But it was a time in my life that I needed it. My husband was going through his addiction and was in recovery in Atlanta. So I don't know what I would have done without the camaraderie and the spirituality that I made and through the bond with those women. So anyways, if you have a lot of people underneath you, you know, do things for your, what do you call your downline? So I hosted I made like maybe $800 that month, and I just spent it all back on a big luncheon to celebrate them and thank them, and also some of my greatest customers. So I'm just gonna put up some little pictures here and there of how that luncheon looked in my home. I just had such a wonderful time. I had a friend that was a harpist, that she played the harp underneath the stairwell, and I cleaned out our living area and just pushed furniture back, and so had tables in there, and I don't know, it was just so much fun. I had it catered. It was a lot of work, but it was I liked decorating all the tables and making the program and getting the people and speakers. It was wonderful. Everybody had a wonderful time, and that was the main purpose. So anyways, I got out of that, I think it was in 2000, I don't know when, 10, maybe 2009. I met Brenda through there. So that was an incredible experience in my life, a great time and a very necessary time. It's wonderful how God puts those things in your life. You don't even know there was such a purpose when it all began. So I always said, yeah, I want to do it. I want the jewelry, because you when you first bought in, I think it was $350, and I don't know how many pieces of jewelry you got to start so that you could have your party. And then whatever you bought was yours to keep. So of course I, overkill. You'll see all these little, and I think I've shown you pictures before, but in case you didn't catch it, here it is. So Judy has 3 sons, all grown up. Unfortunately, she's had problems with them. They were raised in a Christian home, Catholic Christian home, to 2 wonderful people, and we don't know why these things happen. It's, the environment that our kids are in. But I can tell you this, that those parents did the best they could to raise their children with the right guidelines, with a stable home. They've stayed married, I don't know how many years, 40 years, 45. Anyways, their youngest son, who had mental issues for years, pretty much all his life, probably when he began, like when he was 9, 12, 10, 11, 12. Anyways, he took his life last year, and I can't even imagine. But what they had to suffer through prior to him taking his life was horrendous. She's such a prayer warrior. She's such an amazing lady, and she has made it through because of her faith, because of her people, her community, her faith community that surrounds her, and she's just an amazing woman. So she's moved into a new place. They sold their home, but I couldn't be happier to go see her. I got her and her husband. I'm going to just show you the cap, but this cap is called, and you've probably seen it backwards, SAD, and it's a group that is for Stay Another Day, and they, on the bottom of their shirts, they have the number 888, which I believe is a number you can call and get hooked up to the suicide prevention hotline. So, or they have the whole phone number, I don't know. But anyways, I got her a t-shirt and Jeff a hat, because I know that they are not ones to veer away from discussion of what they've gone through, and they will work towards charitable causes to help youth with mental health issues. So anyways, and I made her a cake, a lemon cake, and I can't wait to see her new place, her new digs, and give her a big hug. So I'll let y'all know how that went. Debbie and I, before I say goodbye, Debbie and I went to see Real Music at Florida Studio Theater, which I might have been 25, 30 years ago, but I couldn't believe it. They have like 4 different theaters, and so they have plays, they have cabaret, and they have something else. So we went to see one of our young men that we follow from West Coast Black Theater Group. He's fabulous. So it was just 4 of them, and it was all music from in big films for the last, I don't know, 100 years, and it was really cool. They did the silent music when it first started, and they went into the Wonderful Wizard of Oz, and When You Wish Upon a Star, and Judy Garland's Over the Rainbow, and Celine Dion, The Prayer, and Whitney Houston, The Bodyguard, and a song from Thomas Crown Affair, Mrs. Robinson. Like, it was just down memory lane. Much of it, no, how do I say that? Some of it, there you go. Always reminds me of my parents, and then when I was a child. And so there was one song that drove me nuts. It's about a wheel, and it wasn't a wheel of, they did Circle of Love, it wasn't that. And it wasn't Turn, 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 it wasn't that one. I don't know if that was the Righteous Brothers, the one I'm trying to think of.
Like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning on a never spinning reel, like a snowball down a mountain or a carnival balloon, like a carousel that's turning, running rings around the moon, like a clock whose hands are sweeping past the minutes of its face, and the world is like an apple whirling silently in space, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind.
But anyways, I mean, it left you with goosebumps on many songs. So I said to Debbie, do you know I stayed up all night trying to find that song? Because I'm just terrible. I don't know the movie. I don't know the name of the song. She goes, that's okay. She goes, I got tickets to go again this next week so we can see it again. I go, you're kidding me? Yes! So anyway, I've really got her going on the musical. So it was delightful, a nice surprise. So anyways, we're going to go see it again. And then we're going to go see, is this it? 26th Street, yeah. Then we're going to go see Stevie Wonder, and then something about the 70s, which the people we sat with said the 70s she thought was kind of corny. She didn't really like it, and that's okay. We'll go anyway. But she said the Stevie Wonder one was fabulous. So there you go. And then we're going to see Mean Girls, and then we're going to go see Aretha Franklin on May 8th. So, so excited. Yeah, so we're just going to keep going to the theater. Maybe we'll just keep doing that in the heat of things. You guys, the state of the world is, I can't go there very often. I just can't go there. It's just a little freaky. Okay, guys, that's it for now. I think I've told you everything I wanted to tell you. Talk to you later. Bye. I'm going to close the video for today. Remember, be good to yourself, be good to others, and God will bless your efforts. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.